Yo, welcome to the Swallow Your Whistle Live podcast. My name is Nick. I'm here with my boy Daniel. You know what it is?
What's going on?
Real ball talk, man. No holding back. Let's get it started. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. What about yourself?
Same old, man. Let's get into the topics, though.
Yeah,
what do you got first?
Let's just jump in a little league roundup for today. Big day. Martin Luther King
Yeah.
Day. A lot of early games.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Right, we're doing that.
We had our boy James Harden going 1 for 17, blowing a 17-point lead against the Rockets. I mean, against the Thunder. I guess against the Rockets too.
CP3 had a message to tell, man. He wasn't holding back that time.
Yeah, CP3 does not care about Russell Westbrook.
That was a great game. Well, Russell Westbrook, for once, shot very well. He actually didn't shoot a bunch of threes.
He's had a couple games in a row now that he's been very efficient, and he's still getting triple-doubles, and James Harden's been
triple-doubles, yeah.
He's just been awful. Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't play well in the regular season, what does he have, though? That's the thing.
Yo, he's just saving himself for the playoffs. Big performance in the playoffs.
Here's hoping to. I want to see it. But
Pelicans won again today without Zion. They're living legends coming back in a couple days, but they're slowly chipping away that horrible start they had when they lost like 13 games in a row.
We'll get into that a little bit later, actually, too, when we talk about Zion. But Trae Young playing the game of his life again, but coming out with the L, unfortunately.
Just playing a legit handicap.
Get this man a team. Get this man a GM. Get him whatever he needs, because he's different. The boy is different. I want to see him do well, but as long as he keeps on balling out, I think he'll be okay. And then the Hawks will hopefully build around him. But anything else that stood out for today?
Not really. The Sixers beat the Nets, but that should happen. No Kyrie, no Embiid. But just normal stuff everywhere else, really.
The Lakers are getting slapped.
Yeah, they're getting like Jason Tatum's just straight slapping LeBron right now.
Kemba is like, yo, Jason, I've lost to LeBron 28 times and not won a single time. Please help me, brother. Help me.
Yeah, he had a nasty dunk on LeBron earlier in the game.
So did Jalen, apparently. I didn't see it, but so did Jalen.
Yeah, no. Oh, the Jays are always on fire. Always one another.
The J&J.
That's about it, though. The rest
pretty
of the games are kind of crappy,
pretty good stuff. Yeah.
Well, we can jump straight into it then in our actual first topic.
Yes.
Let's talk about the All-Star ballots.
All right, let's do it. You go first, dude. Give me your East. We'll do the East first. We'll
do the handicaps conference first. Yeah, I got Giannis, Siakam, Embiid, Trae Young, and Kemba. And my honorable mention is Jason Tatum.
Tatum.
If I had to, if you made me remove someone, it'd be Embiid for Jason Tatum.
Really, eh?
Yeah. He's had a good year. They surprised everyone. The only issue I have with it, putting him actually in, is like 2 All-Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, for Boston, and Milwaukee's on pace to win 70 games. They have 1. But
why would you pick?
Why would I put him in? Oh, he's just.
Yeah.
He's realistically the number 1 option in my eyes, and Kemba is more of a 2. He's just there's not a lot of good point guards in the East, and Kyrie's been pretty. He's been good, but he's only played 15 games.
Yeah. Why would you put Embiid over Butler? Actually, before we go into that, my list is Kyrie. Kyrie. I'll put Trae in there, Butler, Giannis, and Siakam.
So yeah, it's pretty close. Besides, all right.
Yeah.
You gotta be a bum and put Kyrie in it.
Come on, man. You gotta represent. I'll never turn on Kyrie. I know he's wilding right now, but anyways.
Miami in general. They haven't been great over the last little stretch.
True.
Butler's numbers have been battle year. It's more of a team effort, right? So it's kind of hard to say this guy's a starter because his team's playing pretty good. But
wouldn't you say it's undisputed that Butler is the one bringing all that together, though? That good record.
He's the glue guy.
You say that?
Sure. But Bam's been. I would say Bam's played better than him this year. Kendrick Nunn's been really good. Dragic's been great.
It's just an all-around good team.
Oh, for sure.
But but I would give Butler, just because he's such an asset on every end of the floor. Wherever you want him to be playing, is just you could literally just say, okay, this game I'm focusing. We need stops, or maybe we need a defensive presence. I can be that. You want me to close the game? I can be that. He's such a versatile player. I think he has so many assets to his game.
Yeah, would you put a second Milwaukee guy in if you had to?
Sorry,
Would you put a second Bucks player in if you had to?
second Bucks player.
Like it would be Middleton if anyone.
It'd
Right?
have to
Like,
be Middleton, yeah.
would you
But
put him? Would you want to put him in?
I
He's
think,
had a
you
good
know
year.
what?
He's honestly on pace for almost like 50 90 50 40 90 50%.
He could be compared to Siakam. I think he's just completely outshone by Giannis and the responsibilities that Giannis has on the team. So he doesn't necessarily have as many scoring responsibilities because Giannis can drop 30.
Yeah,
easy.
you just like
So
Siakam. You could see he could be a number one guy, but I don't know about
yeah,
Middleton. That's the only issue.
we would never see him do it. Maybe he's never had an opportunity though.
Yeah, we might in a year when Giannis leaves.
You think Giannis is gonna leave for sure?
Nah, I mean,
Giannis 2020.
it's like 60-40, I say.
Yeah.
It like depends on the playoffs this year. Like if they go out, get 7 games in the East, I think he still stays. But if they go out in like the second round of Philly, in like 6 games,
Yeah.
there's no way he's
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah, no, he's done with the Bucks
But
at that point.
the Bucks are gonna make a move still. I think like they're not just gonna stay with what they got right now.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess we already did a little bit of a talk last show about the guards and our guard choices. So we could probably move on to the Western Conference. So who do you got for the West?
My West, okay, LeBron, AD, pretty obvious, and then
Yeah, they
my
have to be
third, Nikola Jokic. He's been playing great over the lot. He's played himself in the shape and carrying the load.
Okay.
Denver's
Okay.
been strong. Denver's been really, really strong over the second half of the year, or
Mm-hmm.
second half since second half. Like not obviously we haven't got the second half, but
Yeah, I get what
the
you're saying.
second quarter of the year that makes more sense. And then
Yeah.
my two guards are Doncic and Harden, pretty easy, right?
Doncic. Yeah, that's you know what, that's pretty much the same thing as me. The only thing that I have to swap out is probably I put Kawhi in for Jokic.
Alright.
That's just what I
My
would do.
honorable mention's Kawhi, and he's not in it just because I know
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be there. I know for sure he does not want to be at that game. There's not a chance.
He's
There's not a chance in
definitely-
hell he cares about that All-Star game. Like he
He's
cares.
cruising though.
No, he cares about like
Yeah.
about
The playoffs.
like, no, he cares about the accolade. Obviously, like
Yeah.
I've been an All-Star 8 times. Or I
Oh,
think
but he doesn't
I-
care about the game.
he doesn't
itself,
care
yeah.
about the game. Like he does not like he could not care less for the fans.
That's definitely. He's just there to do his job and leave. You know. Yeah.
I don't think any other Clipper would deserve it realistically. Like Jokic is Denver's in third. They're a game back of the Clippers, and he's been great over the last couple months. He's played himself in the shape. He had a rough start.
Not Paul George. Paul George not All Star.
Nah, get that trash out of my out of my sight.
I'm sure I'll have.
I will get into that later.
That.
Like
Yeah.
get this man out of here.
Yeah. But yeah, that pretty much sums up for the Swallow Your Whistle All Star ballot. Anything else you want to add there? I got it. It's pretty straightforward this year.
Yeah, obviously the West is better than the East. Everyone knows that. The guards
Yeah.
are a real issue in the East, and it won't
Yeah.
change over the years. When like this year Steph's out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next year you have Steph there. You're gonna have Doncic and Harden there for years. Like Westbrook's not even considered there. Dame, I wouldn't even think of him even being better than those three. Well, Dame's been pretty good the last couple of years. He's just the team's been bad this year.
Team's bad. He's struggling with an injury too.
Yeah, the back injury. He's been great. I love Dame. It's been a struggle
yeah.
for him this year.
Been struggle this year. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay. So next up, we got the return, or not the return actually, because he hasn't actually played yet, but the debut of Zion, the chosen one, the next LeBron, the best player in the NBA, so we've been told.
What do you realistically expect from him coming back after missing the whole half of? It's honestly he's missed half of the year already.
He could go for 20. He could average 20.
Yeah, like
I could see him averaging 20. I don't know if yeah.
Yeah, like realistically, I expect to see like hop in his step. He's missed a lot of time. He's worked on his walking, running,
And
jumping, landing.
They're definitely not going to let him play unless he's 100%.
Yeah, he's definitely probably won't play back to backs because like that's a big risk,
Yeah.
right? And I would like to see him play second fiddle to Ingram or Drew.
Yeah, at least for this year.
Yeah, like he doesn't have to go out there and be the world beater, right? And
Yeah.
and he needs to stay healthy for them to actually make the playoffs. And if he is healthy, they should make the playoffs. Like I expect them to make the playoffs. They've been 6-4 over the last 10, and they're 3.5 games out. right now before he
Yeah.
comes back. Like realistically, that's a playoff team. Zion should be able to make an impact over 4 games, like and make
Yeah.
up those 4 games.
What do you think he has to do to have a shot for Rookie of the Year?
Oh, 20 and 10, good defense, and a human highlight reel, and they have to make the playoffs. There's like he has to like blow it out of the water just to even catch
Yeah.
Jaw right now, because Jaw's been
John Morant. Yeah.
fantastic,
Yeah.
and he's been a highlight reel
Absolutely.
too.
Yeah. For real.
What do
I
you
think.
what do you
How do you
expect
think
from him
he's gonna link?
realistically though? Like if he,
I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna link up well with Lonzo. I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna have to work out how to play with Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram needs the ball a lot. I don't know if Zion. I don't know if they're gonna want Zion to maybe be playing second fiddle for too long. They're gonna have to work that out because the thing about Brandon about Ingram is that as when he was playing with the Lakers, he kind of struggled. He kind of struggles not having the ball in his hand a lot. Like his play stepped up so much this year, and the reason was because he was the number one. He was always just like, okay, we need a bucket, get it to Ingram.
yeah,
When Zion comes back, he's gonna have to learn to, maybe take that second fiddle. Maybe not this year, but next year he's gonna have to feel the ball a lot less. He's gonna have to learn how to play off the ball very well. And yeah,
they actually have so many weapons if you think about it though. Like obviously
yeah.
Zion, Ingram, and Drew are great. Like those three are fantastic. But then you even keep looking down the roster. Derek Favors is solid. Jackson Hayes is a highlight reel too. He's been pretty solid this year for a rookie. JJ Redick hasn't missed the playoffs ever. Good shooter. He's shooting like 46% from three still.
Depending on how well Zion translates to the NBA, they could be a contender within the next couple of years. It really depends on
it
Zion.
depends on how he grows and Ingram grows. Lonzo's been actually good this year. That's the funny thing. Like
Even though he's been decent.
yeah,
I mean, I'll always trash the guy, but he's been decent.
he's been very good. It's just
And the
hilarious.
and you know what? The thing about this team, I look at them because when you like you were saying, you're going through the rosters. It's like there's not really any scrubs on there. There's a bunch of studs. They're some really decent players. It reminds me a lot of the Miami Heat. So it's like, but this time, if you were maybe switch out the head or the spear point with Zion and Butler, can Zion be better than Butler?
They're
Like,
they're the Miami Heat with like a almost legit superstar, like pending
yeah,
superstar, and
yeah.
Zion obviously. Jimmy's
That's
great.
that's
He's
what
not
I'm
a
thinking.
superstar. He's a star. He's just a
Mm,
tier below, right?
yeah,
Bam's good
yeah.
too, but not a superstar. I actually my like if we're gonna jump off topic real quick, like
Mm.
Miami scares me in the playoffs for all the other teams because just how hard they work. And
Yeah, and they're a
Spoelstra's
unit.
fantastic. Like
They are,
Spoelstra to me has
yeah,
been fantastic this year, and
yeah.
they play like a unit. You have to deal with fourth quarter Jimmy Butler
Fourth quarter, Jimmy
in
Butler,
the
Jimmy
playoffs.
buckets
Jimmy
turns
buckets.
into a bucket.
No,
Yeah, no, you know what? I think it's I'm expecting positive things from Zion. Maybe not this year. I hope like I don't know how much of that rookie of the year thing is going to get to his head because that's a pretty that's you only get one shot at that. You get many chances.
he seems like a kid with his head on straight. So
Yeah,
I don't see that affecting him that much.
yeah, and the Pelicans are obviously very strict about the man. They're teaching the man to walk.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's all you need to know. They're teaching the man how to walk. They have classes on how Zion specifically with Zion to learn
This
how to
man
walk.
is a human baby. Like for real, he's learning
No,
how to walk.
See, my thing is though, he's out in New Orleans. How much? Because that New Orleans food is hefty, bro.
Bro,
How much of that's got
yo,
to
you
him? He
give that
hasn't
man
played
5
the
years.
game.
You give that man 5 years, he's gonna look like Shaq right now. Like, he's gonna look like Shaq right now.
Man, but the man is an absolute tank. I hope his health is handled. I hope they learn how to handle his health. Maybe he needs to train up the joints, the muscles, the leg muscles, so he can sustain the landings and all that. But I hope it works out well because we could see a very good team in the Pelicans in the coming years.
Oh, for sure. You know what? They're actually scary if you think about it. And even if they don't make the playoffs this year, they have another pick. They have Lakers picks.
Yep.
They
Yep.
got,
I
they
mean,
got time. They can move guys before the trade deadline, like JJ Redick, Derek Favors, get something in return, turn that into picks. Like
yeah.
they have a ton of room to grow. It's actually unbelievable. They've done
And,
David Griffin's done a good job running that team so far since he took over.
and we don't even really need to see that much development from Alonzo. If he continues playing the way he is right now, I think that's all you'll need from him
Yeah, he doesn't need
with
to
the
be the
team,
number
the
one
team
guy,
that he's
right?
got.
He's a good
Yeah,
defender
he doesn't
already.
need to.
If
Yeah,
he can
very
shoot
good defender.
30% from three, you're happy, right? If he's taking like two threes a
We'll
game, if
take
he's hitting
that,
two
bro.
threes a game, right? If he's hitting two threes a game,
Yeah,
you got.
make your
If he
layups.
makes it respectable enough that you can't
Mm.
just leave him wide open, like that's
Yeah,
that's what you have to worry about, right?
exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, do you have anything else you want to talk about with
The
the Pelicans?
Pelicans or Zion? No, I'm just excited to see him. To be honest,
Yeah,
I just
honestly,
want to see him.
I make well, okay. Make your predictions under or over 15 for his first game.
Oh, over against the Spurs.
Over.
He's gonna eat on the Spurs, man. The Spurs don't have the
Yeah.
power forwards for him. Who's covering that guy? Rudy Gay.
DeMar
Rudy,
DeRozan.
yeah, DeMar
DeMar
DeRozan.
DeRozan.
He's gonna get bullied.
No, Greg Popovich.
Yeah, Greg Popovich just sub himself in and cover him himself.
He's gonna sub himself, yeah. He's gonna handle it.
He's
But yeah, no,
Is it gonna be some bully ball? I'm very excited to watch that game.
it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. So now we get to the exciting stuff, the bums in disguise segment,
All right. Okay, here's what we're gonna do
the
real quick.
overrated players. All right,
All right.
we got two each, but you
These
go
are
ahead.
our overrated players. We're not
Our
saying that
personal- just
everyone
personal-
thinks. We're not
yeah.
saying that everyone thinks these guys are
Yeah.
overrated. But
Just
like, these are in
yeah.
our eyes that are guys that are hyped way too much. People
Yeah.
think they're way too
Hyped a
good.
little bit too much. All right.
You wanna start?
Yeah, I'll give you my first one. I'm gonna go with the center who plays point guard, Ben Simmons.
Bruh, come on.
He can't
Okay,
shoot.
yo, I'll give it to you. I would never pay a guy $170 million over 5 years if he couldn't shoot. But
Why can't? What
What?
does he do?
but he does everything else besides shoot. To be fair though,
But does he though?
if he developed a 3-point shot and shot 30% like I was saying with Lonzo, you would be happy with that, no?
Yeah, not. I guess, but like, it's not like I would. That's not enough for that. That wouldn't put him in the position where I'm thinking, okay, pay that much money for the guy.
Yeah,
Because-
but he's efficient now and he averages good clips. He's a
Yeah,
good
if he's
playmaker.
efficient because he's just driving into the paint, man. That's like saying Shaq was efficient. He needs a jumper, bro. If this guy's gonna be being paid that much money, what is he like? He's like close to comparable to
Oh, he's
like
making
LeBron.
close to 40. He'll be making
Like
close to
what?
40 in a couple.
Come on,
years.
bro.
But like,
For that,
yeah,
bro,
he's
I'm
an impact
taking
player.
I'm taking
though.
Butler. He's an impact player. Okay. I would.
It's just
I-
here's the thing though. Okay,
Yeah.
here's the thing with Ben. The thing is he's making all that money, but he's already a good defender. Like, and he does everything but shoot already. There's not much else you could want in a play. If someone came to you right now and said we're gonna give you an all-star forward that can play point guard, dribble the ball, play make, score at will, besides shooting obviously, and play defense, you would pay that guy the max.
Not the max.
Okay,
if,
but close to the
this was
max.
if this was a previous era, maybe the max. Not even that max, but he's Rondo. He's Rondo, but he's a taller Rondo. He's legitimately a taller Rondo.
That's fair. That's very fair actually.
Rondo doesn't work in this today's NBA. You need to shoot.
That's fair. No, that's fair. That's very
You need
fair.
a jumper, bro. And the thing is, at this age, like you can say you're gonna work on your jumper, but the guy's not even trying.
No,
He's not even
no,
trying.
he's a career
only
50%
taking
shooter
threes.
though. He's a career 50% shooter for three. 2 for 4, baby.
Oh my gosh, man! Like if at least Giannis. Like shooters have to be bred from a very young age to become an elite shooter. But at least Giannis is trying. People are starting to think, okay, this guy's shooting the three. I need to start contesting that, and that's going to open up so many avenues. With Ben, one, he's not even trying. So, and I don't even know if he's practicing. He says he's practicing, right? But we're not seeing any of that displaying into the NBA. I don't know. You can't in today's era, you can't be paid that much. You can't be considered a top. Imagine considering this guy a top 10 player. You can't be considered a top 10 player if you can't shoot or if you're not Giannis. Giannis can't shoot that well, but there's no one stopping this guy when he's running. I don't care. There's no one stopping this guy. Ben, there's ways to stop him. He's not Giannis, but he has to shoot. He has to shoot. You can't be considered top 10. You can't get max if you can't shoot. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, it's fair. It is fair comment, but I honestly think he's gonna learn how to shoot. Like it's kind of weird not to shoot.
That's Yeah, but he's not even trying to.
Yo,
Like, look at Chris Paul. Chris Paul's not like he's not out. He's a good shooter. But that's the thing. He's a good shooter, but he's not necessarily like shooting the lights out. But he plays similar to the way Ben Simmons plays. But he shoots. That's why I'm taking Chris Paul over CP. So I'm taking Chris Paul over Ben Simmons.
oh,
I would actually take Chris
Paul's been
Paul over
very
Ben
good
Simmons.
this year. He's been fantastic.
Yeah, he has been.
Yeah,
He has been.
and the only issue like personally I have with Ben Simmons is when his coach goes out on the line and says, "Oh, it's my fault. I'm not shooting." Like he's not shooting. Bro, that doesn't even make sense. Your coach is literally saying this because you're too scared to shoot an NBA three. Or shoot a Jimmy. Shoot a jumper mid range. Yo, beat the mark. Throw a floater, bro. Throw a floater in the air. Let me see it. Dip and dunk. Something with range.
Yeah. Get your boy Embiid to get the rebound, kick it back out to you, and try again.
The issue is, though, like for real, if Ben was playing on a team that didn't have a big center like Embiid, would you even care? Like if he was playing with four other shooters, like let's say he was playing on Toronto, instead of Lowry, would you even care if he had four shooters around him?
I wouldn't care, but I wouldn't pay him. I wouldn't pay him the max.
I don't know. I feel like you could make
put
the
him top 10.
argument. You could probably make the argument that he could get the max if he was on a different team.
I wouldn't put him on the 10. I wouldn't put him top 10 though. Like you need to shoot. You can't.
That's
Okay,
fair.
there's great players, but then there's elite. You have to have the full package. Yeah. Giannis is literally only in there because he's like averaging 30-something points.
Shoot, bro. Giannis can actually shoot.
He's getting a mid-range, and he's getting like some really nice hooks. And he's shooting threes. He's what, like 30-something or is it 20-something?
He can't throw free throws, but he can shoot threes.
Yeah, and neither can Ben Simmons. All right.
Ben Simmons, I saw today hit 10 out of 12 free throws. You gotta give him
10 out of 12? Okay, all right, fair play. That's good. I like seeing that. That's really good. That's really good from Ben. But
some credit.
All right, who's your overrated player?
My first one, I'm Kyle Kuzma. Yo, this guy gets so much love because he plays for the Lakers. If this guy played in Orlando, not a single person would know who this. Okay, obviously some people would know who he is, like bums like me.
You would know who he is.
Ball, yeah.
Bums like us.
Yeah. But like, yo, not a single person would care about this guy if he played in Orlando. I honestly hope he gets traded to Orlando. Like, just some bum, or not even. Like, send him to the worst place possible for him. Like, send him to Minnesota. Yo, send him to Porzingis is actually worth what he's getting paid, in my opinion.
No, it's what I'm saying. You think he's better than Porzingis?
Oh yeah, no. Porzingis.
No, right? Okay,
that's yeah.
Okay, that's
Yo,
okay.
Send this guy to Minnesota and just have him be cold for 80% of the year. Look at this guy. First of all, okay, look at this guy's hair. Not a single bad player, or whatever. Like not a single player who thought he was like bad at basketball would ever make his hair that color. Like, that's what a star does. Like he's like, yo, I can get away with anything.
Yeah, man.
This guy thinks he's invincible. Like no joke.
Yeah. My only complaint with him is I feel like his mentality is kind of off. I've heard him say like, "Oh, I'd rather play for the Lakers and lose instead of play for another team because at least the Lakers people will talk about me when I'm on the Lakers," which is what we're doing right now.
Okay,
so,
which is
fair play to him.
What I'm doing. But the other thing is like, he's so one-dimensional as a basketball player. He's an inefficient scorer. He doesn't rebound. I mean, he's a pretty big guy for a guy who doesn't rebound, doesn't play defense, isn't a playmaker. He can't go get his own bucket. Like he needs someone to set him up for sure. He can't dribble the ball in the front into the court, right, and set up a play.
Yeah, it's hard to defend it. I'm trying to figure out what to say to defend.
It's funny. It's actually more funny because he's been very good over the last 2 games.
Yeah, that's the 2-game streak of Kuzma.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. He's pretty good.
2-game streak.
Not tonight, obviously. None of them played well tonight, but he's been pretty good. The games Anthony Davis wasn't there because he's getting more shots up. It just could be a thing. Yeah. He just needs a change in scenery because he actually gets some shots.
I mean, okay, so what is he's a forward? Does he have?
He's a power forward though. He can't play the 3. He's strictly a 4. Yeah. Like he's too big to play the 3, and he's too small.
What do you think?
To play the 5.
Okay, so what do you think about his ability to What do you think about his post ability? If he developed the post game,
he's still just a dimensional scorer. Like right now, he's a front. Like he's He's a forward-facing basket forward. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
play it. He's looking for shots, right? He's not a back you down into the post type of player. But if he would develop a post game, he's still the same thing. He's just a scorer. He's a little more efficient. Like
Yeah.
he needs like for a guy first round pick, he needs to develop a little. Well, he was a late first round pick to be fair, but for a guy who gets talked so much, like I heard Stephen A. Smith say that they could trade Kuzma for Devin Booker this week, and I almost threw
Okay.
myself
Yeah.
out a window.
I'm trying to think of ways to dispute your argument here, but I can't because I'm just like, yo, Kuzma is a bum, bro. I have to say that right now.
It's his
Kuzma
hair.
is an actual bum. It's
No,
his hair.
honestly, if his hair was normal, I wouldn't even talk about him. What are you doing?
It's the hair. The hair just completely messed up your entire life. You saw that, you had to actually go brush your teeth or something. Like you're
Bro,
just like,
what are you doing?
what the hell?
Yo, like who does that?
Pour bleach on your eyes, like.
Yo,
Oh
if he
my
was
God.
playing in Orlando, he wouldn't have done that. If he was playing for
Oh,
the
it's-
Kings, bro, if he was
yeah,
playing for the
it's-
Kings, he wouldn't have done that.
So okay, who you think's better, him or De'Aaron Fox?
Oh, De'Aaron Fox is like above, like a different tier, not even close.
Kuzma.
De'Aaron Fox is so
Kuzma's
good.
so weird, man. He's legit like a. I'm kind of hopping on your overrated train, but I feel like he's like a B Tech everything. Like he's just a B Tech.
He's not good at anything, and he's bad at
Bad.
a lot of things. Okay, like I can't even say.
Oh, he's not great. He's not great. He's good at things, but he's not great.
Oh, he's good at scoring. Yeah, okay. He's not great at scoring. He's good at scoring, but then he's not good at anything else, and he's bad at everything else.
I don't think he's had a single defensive highlight in his entire career.
I've honestly never seen him on that side of the court. Can I
You just-
get
you
into
just
my
stand
other
there.
overrated player before we jump into your
Go
other
for
one?
it.
Because it's more like.
Go for it.
All right, my other one is Paul George.
Here we go. This
All
man
right.
hates Paul George.
Yo, wait.
That
Let me give you a list of Paul George and why he's overrated. Are you ready?
Okay.
His resume is just a epitome of failures. Okay. 2012, 2013, 2014. He lost to the Heat in the playoffs
Okay.
all three times. Okay. Despite having
Yeah.
one of the best defensive teams ever, with Roy Herbert, Granger, he lost to them three times in a row. Okay. Final
Yeah.
2 years in Indiana, he couldn't beat the Raptors or the Cavaliers in the opening round in the worst East ever. Like the East was so bad in those years. He couldn't beat the Raptors or the Cavs. Then he went to the Thunder, Jordan Westbrook, he got embarrassed by Joe Ingles. Legitimately embarrassed by Joe Ingles in 2018 when the Jazz were the
Joe
fifth seed.
Ingles is a baller,
Bro,
man.
and then they went out in 5 games to tame last year. Not one impact play over that whole series. Over the whole, I've never seen an impact play in the playoffs. He had half a MVP caliber season, and that's it. Last year, he was very good last year for the first half of the year before he got hurt.
Okay, but how many players in the league can defend and play offense at that level, though? That's the thing. There's not many, but like, okay, sure, he's maybe on the bottom end of
Alright,
that
but
list.
This is why he's overrated to me. He's okay. He's not a superstar. Everyone treats him like he's like this great next big thing. Like he's on him and Kawhi are 1A, 1B in the Clippers. Nah, bro. If Kawhi says he's gone, he's gone. If Paul George went to the Clippers management like right now and said it's me or Kawhi, they'd drive him to the airport right away and make him pay for the gas.
Oh man.
He is a star pretending he's a superstar. Like, you remember when DeMar was like dropping 28 points a game a couple years ago and everyone was acting like he was amazing? Like, okay, DeMar's great, but like he's not a superstar. He's barely a star. Maybe he might not even be a star.
He's a star, come on. He was a star. He was a star.
For
Not,
sure.
not,
That year he's very good. When he was all NBA, he was very good.
Yeah.
But that's just my issue with Paul George. Like, you can't pretend you're a superstar and then okay, he has like his accolades are very good. Like 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 4-time All-Defense, right?
Mhm.
What does that amount to? Nothing.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I mean, I think but he's a guy you want on your team. Wouldn't he be a guy you want on your team though? Okay, maybe not the one. He can't be.
Sure.
He's not a proven franchise
I take
player,
him as
but
my second guy. When he was on the Thunder, I don't even think he was better than Westbrook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
don't even
mean
think he was
that was
better.
Westbrook's team.
If I needed a bucket, sure, go score a bucket. If I want you to defend someone, he'd be the guy I'd pick to defend. But if everything ended up right now and like everyone was a free agent, I don't even see him going top 10, not even top 15 probably.
But here's the thing though. We can't deny like what he brings in terms of all of his assets. He's a shooter. He can shoot. I don't see something in his offensive game I can just call and say that's a weakness. There's no clear like, okay, that's a weakness. We can exploit that because he can shoot. He can drive. He has post moves. Passing maybe not so good. Dribbling or his handles, but he's a big. That doesn't really matter that much. And even on defense,
I think he's overrated as a defender though. To be honest with you,
fair. I mean,
he had the steal title last year, most steals in the league. But like, that's part of that's luck too. Just right place, right time, and who you're guarding as a three, because the people he's guarding usually aren't.
Steals.
Bro. Nah, listen. Luck as in like he's guarding guys that aren't ball dominant players. Like he's a three, right? He's usually guarding the other team's three or four, maybe sometimes a two. And like he's not guarding guys that are like bringing the ball up the court most of the time. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's kind of weird in the sense that for his position, he's probably on the more quicker side of the spectrum.
Yeah,
in his position.
He's not strong. Like remember last year when Kawhi backed him down and just laughed at him. Like, I think he's just an overrated defender. I would have Jimmy, and I don't even think Jimmy's that great.
True. I would have Jimmy over him as a
If
defender.
you said I need to lock down a guy on this last play, I'd rather have Jimmy. Yeah. If I need a bucket in the last play of the game, give me Jimmy. No OT
That's
tonight.
True.
Paul George ain't doing nothing. Playoff P ain't showing up.
Unless it's Spicy P.
Nah. His nickname is Playoff P. I'm not even kidding. On Basketball Reference.
No, I'm saying unless it's Spicy P.
Unless it's Spicy P, bro. It's funny because he had a pretty good playoff last year. Like, he averaged 28 a game, but, like, they lost in 5. So, what are you going to do?
Okay. All right. Say Paul George averages 25, 26, even 27 in this playoffs, and they make it to the finals, or they have a really good Western Conference Finals. How about that?
Did Kawhi die?
Kawhi's still on the team, obviously.
Did a sniper take him out in the stands? Because like that's the only way. Because you already know Kawhi's running it down. Like that's his team.
Yeah, but like, would it raise your stand? Would you raise your perspective on Paul George at all if he played obviously a huge role? Because he will, scoring wise.
I'm sure he will. But would like if you had to guess, like right now, who would be their best like scorer? You'd go Kawhi, Lou Williams, and then Paul George probably in the playoffs.
Lou Williams over Paul George?
Scoring wise in the playoffs, I'd take Lou. Lou had a great playoffs last year against the Warriors.
Yeah, but so did Paul George. Had a good scoring record too last
he scored
playoffs.
28. He scored 28 points per game, but he did it on terrible numbers.
Yeah, I would take Paul George over Lou though. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like it wouldn't shock me. That's all. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. My turn. The final overrated player of the night. Drum roll. Ya boy, the Brickmaster himself, Russell Westbrook. Listen.
So just to get this clear, both of us are overrated players last year from last year's playoff Thunder team. Paul George and Westbrook. Makes a lot of sense, right? Makes a lot of sense. Right? You know, where's Melo at? Melo is the only one. Melo is the only one who's still out here doing it.
Melo. Oh, don't you get But look, Westbrook. Okay, I don't know. Okay, you actually brought up an earlier point. A good point earlier about is he really overrated? And I think personally he's overrated in the sense that like people like I don't know how much people rate him. I feel like a lot of people might agree with me on him.
Like you know what I mean? People just don't like him at all.
But the thing is, I like Westbrook as a person. I really do. I've seen a lot of stuff he's done. He's a legit person, man. He's a great teammate too.
No, like just as a
Everyone
basketball
that plays with
player
him.
though, like. Do you really want
Yeah.
to watch a point guard running in, trying to grab all the rebounds? He's just bricking shot. Like one play, he comes down, he makes like a gorgeous crossover, hits the mid-range jumper, and then the next play comes down, does the same thing, and airballs it.
No, look, I agree. I think Westbrook's overrated as well. Like I think he has probably the worst IQ of all time, man. I sometimes I feel like when I'm watching him, he doesn't actually like think about like he just goes 100% primal instinct, and that's why he's so like explosive. But I feel like sometimes he doesn't just stop and think. He just goes, bro. He just goes. It's like, ah, man, nothing. There's nothing here. I'm gonna just pull up. Like it's just like pass. It's just he has like he only has three options in his brain. And he just loads them. It's just like, okay, can I drive to the bucket? Okay, no, there's five people there. Okay, if there's four, I would have gone for it. Okay,
He still might drive when
anyone
there's
open?
five.
It's like is anyone open? Okay, no. Okay, pulling up. Last resort, just pull up, man. He just pulls up and bricks it. So, and then when I think about his triple double season, what were they? 30 and 55 or something? Like what was their record? 40 and something?
They were like I think they were like 40 and 42 or something. They were the eighth seed or something like that. They just squeaked in the playoffs.
Like I've got to say that was probably. I know it's a triple double season, but was it like?
Oh, he had back-to-back triple seasons, though, to be fair.
Okay, and the second one no one cared about. It was irrelevant.
Are you going to win MVP if you don't play defense?
He does play defense, though. Does he?
He's not a good defender. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but he plays, though.
He tries. He's Patrick Beverley. He just runs around and tries real hard.
Patrick Beverley just run around and does nothing, bro.
He just runs around and does nothing.
Okay. Westbrook, I feel like people put him in this elite point guard position, but I honestly don't know if he's ever been that. Like, I feel like he's been someone that tries very hard. He's like Patrick Beverley if Patrick Beverley had a little bit more talent in terms of being able to finish at the rim, being able to pick out a pass, right?
Patrick Beverley's just discount Westbrook with better defense.
You just discount Westbrook. And I don't even know if it's better defense. Just knows how to annoy everybody.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
just
NBA.
unknown.
He has a book wwritten down with every NBA player, and be like, okay, this guy hates it when I tell him.
Yo, it's funny though. Like he's boys with Harden. Like he just gets under everyone's skins. But at all players, he's boys with James Harden. It's so weird.
That's how I know James Harden is a fraud, bro.
Bro, how you have friends? How you like good friends with Westbrook and Beverly? Doesn't even make sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
You pick one side and you roll with it.
No, but Westbrook, when I think of him, bro, it's like he's like Rondo. If Rondo were to try shoot, like if Rondo thought he was like like an elite scorer, that's what Westbrook is. And he just, but then Rondo has the IQ. Rondo has IQ. He has vision. I don't like Westbrook when he.
Like, I hate Rondo, bro. How you play for the Celtics and then wear a shirt that says LeBron's a bitch and then you go play with LeBron because all your friends retired. All your friends retired. So then you're like, oh crap, I gotta play with another superstar, bro.
He's living in the moment, man. He's shooting threes now. He's like, what is he, 20 something? Anyways, back to Westbrook. When he all of his assists, I don't even know that there's none of there's none of those assists or majority of those assists just come from the team he's playing with. Surrounded by shooters, all waiting on the court because of his explosiveness. Just runs in. People are naturally gonna be drawn to him. He kicks it out. It's not like this is a completely maybe an unfair comparison, but I'm just gonna use it as an example. It's not like LeBron, where LeBron will be looking one way, and there's some guy that's wide open, and there's not a single person in the stadium that sees that person but LeBron, and just picks it out. Boom. It's not like that. Like Westbrook is like he's like Harden.
I had the dumbest thought in my head. Hold on.
What's up?
Isn't Westbrook just LeBron without a good shot? Isn't he just point guard? Man. Isn't he just point guard LeBron without a good shot?
But LeBron has a much better understanding.
Oh yeah, that's true. Game. Yeah. LeBron might be the smartest player ever. LeBron's memory is insane. If we're gonna jump off topic for a second, I've never seen a guy with that memory that you ask him a question, like when a media member asks him a question, from like 30 games ago, and he's like, "Yeah, that play, yeah, when I did this, and then he did that, and it was like, it's
ridiculous.
Insane. It's actually ridiculous. Insane. Give this guy a PhD, like just in anything.
The defining moment. Doctorate of basketball.
Yeah,
legit.
He's when Dr. this guy, now. It's over.
Dr. LBJ. When the breaking moment for me is when I saw this man in what was it, like his 14th or 15th year in the NBA drag that bum of a Cavaliers team to the NBA Finals.
Hold on, they had Kevin Love. To be fair, Kevin Love's
was that really Kevin Love though?
Yeah, he may be sad, but he's still pretty decent at basketball.
He's good, but come on, bro. We got the Raptors. That was a fiery Raptors team.
Yeah, I knew. That first game when they had like 3 chances at the rim, Jonas Valanciunas had like 3-4 chances to put the ball in. He couldn't get it in. I knew it was over. Like there was no coming back from that.
But like that team was actually like distraught. The whole team was just in shambles for the entire season. Like they lost, like they had like I feel like they barely made it into the playoffs. Okay, I didn't barely make it.
Okay.
But like they had like a pretty bad. It was a bad team, man.
We're super off topic right now.
Dysfunctional team.
We're super off topic right now. But would Toronto beat the Cavs last year if LeBron was there? Like if LeBron was still there, would they have gone to the finals?
If LeBron was there in the Cavs last year, and would they have gone to the finals?
Yeah, would they gone to LeBron with the Raptors team?
Okay.
It's literally just you take DeMar and plug. Gasol's there too. I think Gasol makes a bigger impact than most people think.
Wait. Ask a question again. I don't think I'm
understanding. So that same Cavs team.
Yeah.
Versus last year's Raptors team that won the title.
Mm-hmm. If LeBron was there.
Yeah, it's like LeBron, Kevin Love, and a bunch of bums versus that Raptors team. You think the Raptors win that series?
I think Raptors, because Kawhi is different, man. Kawhi doesn't care about the moment; he just plays.
That was always Gasol makes a big impact. People don't really see it. Gasol makes a really big impact.
That's true as well. Instead of Valanciunas.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think. But the scary thing is, I think there's a chance for LeBron.
That series is going 7. I don't care.
Series is going 7 because LeBron's gonna average 40, 10, and 10, and it's just gonna. LeBron, anyways.
Love's gonna have a couple 25-point games.
Yeah, Love's show up too, especially without with Love being the legitimate second option. Like
Thompson's been pretty good this year too. Actually,
Thompson had 35 points. That was a good 35-point game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, when they act like they won the championship, that was hilarious. Yeah. That was awesome.
Hey, I would trash him like bum mentality like that, but I was actually really happy for him.
Okay, wait. Brampton Mans, you gotta let's go.
Hey, Brampton Mans,
I scored 35 points. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's jump back on Westbrook though. Let's wrap up the Westbrook.
Yeah, no. Basically, I don't know if he's ever been good. I think he's just someone that tries harder than anybody else, and that apparently equates to skill somehow. That's gonna get you far in terms of accomplishments. But if we're talking about as a basketball player, I don't know how good. I don't think Westbrook is actually as good as people think he is. I think his greatest season comes as the result of being the only player on that team and doing anything.
Hold on. Did you just say Westbrook's never been good? I didn't even say that about Paul George. Did you say you don't think Westbrook's ever been good?
I don't think Westbrook has been as good as people think he is.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he's pretty good.
How you lose 3-1 down? You're up 3-1 with Durant on your team.
Yo, Kendrick Perkins was on that team. That's how you lose that.
Okay, but Westbrook is running that offense. He choked,
man. The offense goes through KD. Westbrook just brings the ball up the court.
But the thing is, if you have KD on your team, how do you not allow, like, KD is so good, how do you not allow, and Westbrook being there, how do you not
They all choked, bro.
Close that up.
They were young, though. They're still young. They went to a finals, though, to be fair. That Warriors team's different, though. They just steal souls, man. Like, I got no answer.
That was a really good Warriors team, but they were 3-1 up, man. I really feel like there's some decision could have been made to close that out. Yeah, no, that pretty much sums it up for my Westbrook opinion. I think he put it this way. I think when I think of Westbrook, I feel like if he were to play differently, if he fixed up like his approach to the game, I think he would be such a good player. But I feel like he thinks he's a shooter. He thinks he's an elite scorer, which I don't think he is. And because of that, his shot
All
selection
right,
is off.
wait,
His
wait.
IQ,
Let's.
decision
I
making.
want to end with this. Who do you
Yeah.
think's more overrated, Draymond or Westbrook?
I don't think. I think they're about the same level. I don't think. I think Draymond. I think Draymond played a very important role on the Golden State, but I don't know. I can't really pick. I think
Well,
they're about the same.
it's funny because like one's MVP, one's Defensive Player of the Year, but they're both kind of man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
man.
I don't know. I don't even
Well,
know.
you already know. Like Westbrook could play on
Yeah.
the team by himself, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
realistically, Draymond can't. Like, not a chance. He needs.
But that's what
he
we're
needs
talking.
help.
But we're not talking about who's better.
Oh
we're
yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah.
about who's
Like
more
who's more
overrated.
overrated?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people
people
legitimately thought that Draymond could go to another team and be a big impact.
Okay.
Like,
Maybe at that time with that Warriors team for sure, people were
Yeah.
thinking that. Yeah. So maybe he could be more overrated in that regard.
but I'd rather have Westbrook for sure. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, give
No,
me they're both overrated. But that's naturally so. Like,
Yeah.
like if you win a big award like Defensive Player of the Year MVP in a couple years, you might be overrated. It's just you'll
Yeah.
always be that MVP, but you might in a couple years people look back on the season and go, oh, maybe he wasn't that good.
Yeah, I know that's the nature of things. People have short term memory. I'm victim to it.
Oh, bias. People are
100%.
biased, right? Short term bias.
That's just how it's gonna be.
All right, let's have a little fun before we end the show.
All right,
Let's play a little
gosh.
trivia. All right. Okay, on the 18th, which was Saturday, Marcus Smart hit 11 threes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask how many threes Marcus Smart hit.
Nah, bro, it's not that easy. Marcus Smart's actually been a pretty decent shooter this year. I don't like Marcus Smart.
Last year.
Nah, I know,
He was
but like
decent last year.
he's been very good this year in general. I don't like
Yeah,
him.
he's
I don't like.
somehow
I'd
getting
love
better.
to have him on my team. I hate it looking at him just in general. Like just
Yeah.
the flopping kills me and the complaining. But he's a great player. I'd love to have him on my team. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right,
Mhm.
give me the 5 active players who have scored 11 or more threes in a game.
I want to say Joe Harris, but I think he's 9, or is he 5?
Bang.
Oh, okay. Okay, Clay. I know Clay.
Yeah, obviously Clay
Clay.
won. Clay had
Clay.
hit 14. Obviously, that's the record. That's the most. Marcus Smart is 7th, by the way, all time. It's a big tie.
Wow. Okay, Steph.
Yeah,
Steph
that's
has
true.
to be on there.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's number 2, 13. And he's number
Okay.
4, 12, and then he has a bunch of 11 games. He literally has 1, 2, 3. He has like 6 11 games. 6
Oh,
games.
gosh.
That's insane.
Wow.
All right, you got
Just
3.
masterpieces.
One is your
Kyle
favorite
Korver.
player, bro. Like,
I know, but like, what's it called? I'm trying to think. It's Kyle Korver. I'm trying to think of ones that are.
no. One's literally your favorite player ever. Like,
Yeah, Kyrie. Yeah,
yeah, he
Kyrie.
hit 11 in 2015 when he was on the Cavs.
Yeah.
All right, the last one.
Um,
The last one's a little tough. It happened this year, and he plays for a purple team.
Buddy Hield.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay.
You want to hear
Okay,
the
I
other
like
people
Buddy.
on this list that aren't?
Oh wait,
active?
that was when he was playing against the 76ers.
Yeah,
was
he
it?
dropped like
Yeah, I
40.
remember he balled out,
Yeah,
man.
he went off.
actually
Oh, I
threw
love
him
Buddy
up.
Hield. Buddy Hield's great. He's having an off
threw
year
him
this year,
up.
but he was fantastic last year. You want to hear the other a couple players that you'll probably know that, but they're not active. Oh wait, you missed one. Hold on. Oh, sorry.
This one.
You missed one. It's also this year, and it's the second most all time with 13.
Second most all time. Who
It
even
happened in
hits
like
that
an
many-
epic
oh.
game where they were down like 6 points. He hit a 3, stole the ball off the inbound, hit a 3 to take the lead or whatever.
Okay, that doesn't sound like Harden.
Nah. But he plays for a red team.
Red team. Red team. Bro, I don't know. In the
All right, he plays for the Bulls. I'll give you that.
Who?
There's
Zach
only one.
LaVine?
Yeah. I was gonna say there's only one player who can shoot on the Bulls. Yeah, Zach LaVine hit 13.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
Man, wow, that was
the
a
other
good
guys
one.
that you'll know on this list: J.R. Smith hit 11 once, Darren Williams hit 11 once, and your boy Kobe in 2003
That
hit
boy.
12 once.
And then he never shot that well again. No, okay.
It was all mid ranges from there. You wasted all 12 of his career threes.
um, yeah, you know what? That about wraps it up
Yeah, that's about
for
it.
this. Yeah.
Check out our YouTube. Check out our Twitter. All links are
And our Twitch, we might be watching this
yeah.
now.
All links will be in our bio or under if you're watching on YouTube, be under our YouTube. All right,
Yep,
check
yep.
if you have you can check us out on Podbean or Apple Podcasts. Just look up Swallow Your Whistle. Pretty simple.
And don't forget to like, follow, share,
5-star
whatever
on
it is.
Apple Podcast.
5-star, shameless
Yeah, shameless
plugging right
plugs.
here.
Yo, 5 stars only.
5-star onlys. Okay, don't vote if you don't want. If you're gonna vote 4-star,
Might
okay,
as well
actually
go
vote
home.
4-star.
Yeah. I'll take a 4-star.
I'll take a 4-star.
I'll
Not
take a
not
4-star
3-star.
with criticism though. You gotta give us criticism.
Yeah, you gotta be like, hey, why didn't we get that 5th star? You gotta let us know. Okay, but yeah,
That's it for
comment,
us then.
share, like. That's it for us.
Thanks
Anything else you want to add there, Daniel?
No, that's it.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this week. The Monday
This
games.
is great.
A good start.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Let's see what
Yeah.
Zion does on Wednesday.
We'll
Get
see.
excited.
Let's see.
All right. Thanks
All
for
right.
listening, guys.
Thanks. All right. Bye bye.